once again. Hope you are able to hear my voice. We will start the session now. This webinar is being recorded. You will have access to go through the recording any point in time. It will get uploaded after about half an hour or so once we close the session. You can use the Q&A box in case if you have any queries you want me to address during the session. Use the Q&A box at the top, which is available. Please type in your queries as we go along so that I can address your queries or doubts or any information that you would have. Yes, Mr. Pulkit. Are you able to? You can talk.
Hello.
Yes, tell me.
I said you can keep me unmuted if there is no one other than me.
No, there are a lot of people in the session today. So in
Okay.
case you have any queries, you can either type or if you want to speak, ask me. I will unmute you so that you can talk. Yeah,
I'll just raise my hand. Huh?
yeah, sure. Yeah, I will unmute you then. You can talk. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll start with a small presentation. The agenda for today is we will have a presentation where we will look at the Algomojo platform and the features that it provides. Then we will look at how do we do an integration with TradingView. We will use some of the strategies, indicators, or price levels to see how we can automate those strategies or indicators. Then we will see how do we do integration with Amibroker. We will have a small session, or we'll share with you the Algomojo support details, and we'll have a question and answer session. You could raise your queries as we go along. You need not have to wait till the end of the session. You could stop me and ask in case you have any doubts or you would like to understand the things better. You can ask me immediately by using the Q&A box. I will attend your queries. My name is Lokesh, by the way. Yeah. Algomojo is a web-based strategy execution platform. There's no separate app or anything. It is a web-based. If you have any web-based browser, you could use our log into our website and then do your integration for automated trading. This platform is designed to for traders who would like to automate their strategies so that the signals that are generated from your charting platforms could be executed in your broker account. The popular tools with which we have done the integration would include TradingView, Amibroker, MT4, Charting, NinjaTrader. Of course, you could use Google Sheets and Chrome extensions or Excel. And also, if you're good in, if you're a programmer and you are using Python, we have an extensive Python library that you could use for generating the code for placement of orders automatically. We provide the common API connectivity for multiple brokers. We provide execution modules. We share the sample codes that are compatible to be used in TradingView or Amibroker. Our aim is to make algo trading experience very simple, efficient, and user-friendly. You need not have to have any coding experience or knowledge to automate any of the strategies that you would have for placement of orders whenever the signals are generated. It's very, very simple to use, and the process would involve just copy paste of a couple of codes in TradingView or Amibroker. and your automation is ready. Some of the key features of Algomojo would include customer order execution. Traders can define the parameters that you would like to trade. Like if you're a trader and you would like to trade in equities or futures or option, you can define that. If you're trading in options, then you have the flexibility to choose ATM or OTM or ITM, whichever strikes that you would like to do. And whether you would like to trade in weekly or monthly expiries, that also can be specifically defined by you on the platform itself. So we will go through all these features when we look at the platform. Then if you are an option buyer, you can use our platform not only for option buying, you can do an option selling. You can hedge buy or hedge sell based on your strategy requirements in a platform. Then if you're passing large quantities of orders to be placed, and you need not worry about splitting the order. Algomojo will take care of that depending on the quantity that you have set for trading purpose. For risk management, we provide target and stop loss, and these can be set in terms of percentage or in terms of points. And you can also customize the timings. It can be the start time or the end time to process the signals. Suppose we have seen people who do not want to trade during the morning volatility or do not want to take any trades towards the end of the day. You can set these timings in the platform itself so that whatever time you want the signals that are generated to be executed, it will be taken care by Algomojo. Suppose you want to start trading only after 10:30 or 11 o'clock in the morning, or you don't want to take any signals that are generated after, say, 3 o'clock or 3:15. You'd like to ignore those kind of signals that can be set in a platform. Just one moment. There is, yes. Some of the key features continued. You can roll over your strategies. Suppose you are doing a weekly expiry, then on the day of the expiry, you can roll over the existing portion and take the portions for the next expiry, whichever you set. It can be weekly expiry or it can be monthly expiry, depending on what you choose. All these are to be set on the Algomojo platform itself. Then we provide facility for paper trade. So we suggest that you try out first with the paper trade facility that is available for all users. Once you're satisfied that the process is being executed based on the as per your requirement, then you can switch to the live trading facility. Then there are certain rules that we have defined after studying various kinds of strategies that are available in the charting platforms. It could be TradingView or Amibroker, NinjaTrader, any of these. And we have narrowed it down to about 4-5 rules which need to be selected as per your requirement. Now, if you're a trader who would like to take only long trades and not short the market at all, you can choose long only. Or there are traders who like to take only short trades. For them, you can choose only short trades, short only kind of rule. Or if you're a trader who would like to take both types of trades, long and short, then you can use the long plus short kind of rules. And there's something called a stop and reversal also. Like there are strategies you would have come across like super trend, which is always in trade, either long or short, and you would like to take both types of trades. So for such kind of strategies, the rule that can be used would be stop and reverse. What it does is that when there's a long signal, it will take the long position. It could be futures, options, any of these. And when there's a short signal, it will close the long position that has been taken, say in a future or in an option if you bought a CE. Or and when the reversal happens, it will close the long position and take the reverse position. That's why it's called stop and reverse. So the futures will be long futures will be closed, and the short position in futures will be taken. Or if you are trading in options, long signal would be CEs, and the CE will be closed and PE will be taken when there's a reversal in the trade signals. Then, if you're a trader who would use multiple legs to be executed based on the signals, then you can create multiple legs, individual legs. You can group them, and based on a single signal, all the legs can be executed. This will be useful when you're trading in straddles, triangles, butterflies, or you would like to hedge some positions. So then grouping is what we suggest, and it can be done in our platform pretty easily. You can receive notifications on Telegram for the trades that or the signals that are generated and the trades that are executed. It's a very simple process to set the Telegram alerts. We will go through that when we look at the platform as such. For traders or investors who would use multiple symbols in which the orders need to be taken or placed based on a single strategy or multiple strategies, you can create a watch list in our platform itself. There's a facility for uploading a CSV file based on the symbols that you want to trade. We have seen people who use charting kind of platforms, which would require about say 1,000, 2,000 symbols to be available for trade for them for trading. So you can upload all those stocks in the watch list itself, and there's no limitation as to the number of stocks that can be added to the watch list. You can update that pretty easily on a daily basis also. Yeah, any questions? I think there's one query. Let me check. Uh, uh, can we define entry point based on moving area? We'll go through some of these strategies or indicators when we look at the platform and the charting tool. How do we do the integration? We'll have a look at that. Yes. There are reports that can be downloaded on a daily basis. These could be like how many signals were received from your charting tool, what were the orders that were placed, what were the positions that were taken. You can download these reports and do an analysis for your study purpose. Now, in case if there are any queries, I can take them. Otherwise, we'll continue with the presentation. For As of now, we have close to about 25 to 26 brokers with whom the API integration has been done. This would include all the large broking houses, including Dun to Fires to Zeruda. Recent additions have been Religare and a couple of more XTS-based brokers. They have been added. Need to update this list. We'll be doing it shortly. We will have a look at those XTS brokers in our platform. Now, when it comes to automation of your strategies, that is, whenever your charting tool would generate a buy or a sell signal, how do we integrate that so that the orders can be placed automatically? That it involves two processes. First part is what we need to do on the Algomojo side, and wherein we go and define what is that we want to trade. Once that has been decided, we enable paper trade or live trade, and in the second process, we go to your charting tool and see how do we what needs to be done so that the signals are converted into orders in your broking account. So it's a two-step process, pretty simple to use. We will have a look at both these processes as we go along. So in TradingView or in Amibroker, you have to create an alert for TradingView for the strategy that you want to run. And for Amibroker, you need to download the necessary modules and use the webhook URL both in TradingView and Amibroker, which are provided by Algomojo platform on the Algomojo platform. You just need to do a copy paste in TradingView alert creation or in Amibroker so that the signals will be converted to orders. Can we prepare a watch list with buying amount instead of quantity? See, as of now, the quantity is not dynamic, it has to be fixed. What we suggest for people who have a capital based quantity to be taken, you can define or redefine the quantity that needs to be traded on a daily basis. At the end of the day, once you know what is the capital and what is the last traded price, based on that, you can recalculate the quantity and upload it for the next day's trade. That facility is available, and the updating of the watch list is a pretty simple process. We will have a look at that also. Now, I was mentioning about a couple of strategy rules that are defined in our platform. This has been done after studying the after doing an extensive studies of various strategies and requirements the clients would have. So these are defined in terms of long only or short only or long plus short. and long plus short plus buy plus sell plus short and cover and stop and reversal. We will briefly go through these when we do the automation process. Now, yeah, before getting into the actual integration with TradingView, let us have a look at the platform. But yes, this is our web page. You can get the details of this all the details on our web page. You can the address is algomojo.com. So you can look at who are the brokers, what are the features that are provided. The entire details can be looked at, got from our website here. Now, if you already have an account with a broking account and you would like to use the same broking account for trading, all you have to do is come to algomojo.com and then use this login facility that we provide here. Under the login, it will show the list of all the brokers that we have integrated. So in case if you have any of these brokers, a broker account already, you can choose from the list and start the process. For today's demo, we'll use the Trade Genie account. So the login process would involve you to update the credentials that is provided by your broker. So it's the same client ID and the password and the TOTP process that you'll need to follow. So let me log into my account here. Just one moment. So your client ID, password, and TOTP. So you're logged into Trade Genie, that is tc.algomojo.com. That is, it is tradegenie.algomojo.com. The interface would look similar for all the brokers, irrespective. So if it could be Zeroda, it could be done, or it could be any brokers with whom the integration has been done. The interface, the web page will look same, irrespective of the broker. So you get a summary of all your funds and positions which are open, what are the orders that are placed, what are the positions currently running. You get a summary of that. And on the right side, you can see what are the orders that were placed and what are the trades that have been taken and what are the current positions, what are the holdings. These are the details that can be got from the tabs on the top right corner of the page. Now, on the left side, you will see the watch list facility, creation facility. You can create up to 5 watch lists and you can place an order directly from here in case if you want to do it manually. You come here and say place an order on so and so, it will get placed. That's it. So that is for manual kind of trading. You need not have to have multiple websites open. I don't have to have TradeGenie open separately and for placing manual orders. And for automation, you have to log into tc.algomojo. You need not have to do that. You can log into one web page that is provided by Algomojo, and you can do all the activity from this one single page as such. So once you log into your broker account using Algomojo, on the left side, you will see a lot of tabs. The first tab is what provides the details about the API that is provided for the users. So you have the API, the client ID, which is your broker, given by your broker. Then the API and the secret, these are provided by Algomojo. And what is the expiry? When will these APIs expire? How many days is it valid? These details are provided here. And in case if you want to renew, you can use this facility for renewing your API. Now, for all users, there is a 7-day trial which is allowed. So you can test test a platform without any charges for 7 days. And in case if you find that platform is able to meet your kind of requirements for automation or trading, you can go in for a subscription. Request all to kindly use this facility for experiencing a platform to check whether it is meeting your requirement and all the trades are happening as per your expectations, then go in for the subscription. Now, in terms of subscription, there are various plans available. So enabling the 7-day trial, you'll need to come here and say try now. It'll enable the 7-day free trial. After that, you have the 3 types of subscription: monthly, half yearly, and yearly. On a yearly basis, it works out to 500 rupees per month as such. we kept the usage fees pretty affordable. You will find that the platform offers a lot of value for money that you have that you're investing into our platform. Such now, once you have the API from Algomojo, for trading purpose, the first part would involve the order parameters that need to be defined. That which are things like what is that you want to trade, whether it is equity or whether it is futures or options, whether you want to sell, buy, which expiry, all that definition of order management is set on in this platform. To do that, we go to the place on the left side called My Strategies, wherein we create something called a new strategy in which we define what is that we want to trade. For example, for today's trading, let us start with how do we do a futures trading. So first thing that the platform would or the new strategy will require is a name. It can be anything, something like say Nifty demo 14th September. Try and keep it as relevant to what you want to trade so that you are, by looking at the name itself, you'll be able to make out what is the order management tool that facility they have that you have created. So once that is done, you have to select the rule. As I was mentioning, there are 4 types of rules, or rather 5 types. So you can, depending on your strategy requirement, you will need to select the relevant rule. For this demo, we'll be using a strategy called Super Trend on TradingView, which will require a rule like stop and reverse. So that's what I'll use. Yeah. So once you set the stop and reversal as a rule, you will need to say what is the segment that you want to trade, whether it is equities, futures, or options. Options can be a fixed strike price or it can be dynamic. So if you select the dynamic symbol, it will select the strike that is relevant whenever the order is needs to be placed. So let's start with the futures. And here you'll need to define what is the future that you want to trade. If you type in a couple of words of letters of the symbol that you want to trade, it'll give you a drop down from which you can select the symbol that you want to trade. And order type can be normal or MIS. And say I'll keep it as an RML as of now. Price is market as of now. There are no limit order kind of facility. It is under development. Once that is available, it will be you will be able to select limit order facility from here. So right now we'll keep it as market only, and you'll need to define how many lots that you want to trade. Suppose if it is Nifty, the one lot would be 25. If it is Bank Nifty, 15. Depending on the instrument, the quantity that gets traded will also be displayed here. Say if I want to trade 100 quantity, which is 2,500 in number, so 100 into 25 will be displayed here to 2,500. So it will split the order based on the quantity that you define. So freeze quantity for Nifty is 1,800. So you place 2 orders, one for 1,800 and the other one for 700, whenever the signal gets generated by you. So you need not have to worry about placing multiple orders based on the quantity that you want to trade. This system will take care of that for you. Now, once you set the quantity, there are details like target and stop loss also can be defined. Chart symbol, you can leave it blank. So target can be set in terms of percentage of points, as I was mentioning. Suppose you say points is, I want to keep a target of 100 points. And in terms of stop loss, I want to keep it as, say, 50 points. You can do that. So whenever these levels are reached, the order will be executed automatically. So currently it is a fixed stop loss and target that we provide. There's no trailing kind of stop loss or multiple targets can't be set as of now. It is one target and one stop loss. Yeah. For now, let me go with target and stop loss as none. So once these parameters are defined, if you want to change any of the timings, like you would like to start the trades only after 11 o'clock, you can do that here. And if you don't want any trades to be taken after say 2:30 or 3 p.m., that also can be defined here. Otherwise, if you would like to follow the market timings and there are no other changes to be done, you can leave the section blank. So system has got some default facilities, it will work as per that. Now, in case if you're trading a monthly contract of future and you would like to roll over, you will need to select the rollover here and say next month. And also you will need to define when do you want this rollover to happen. So the time will need to be defined here. So let me keep it as don't roll over. Once these basic parameters of the order that you want to trade or orders that you want to be placed is defined in the platform, you do a submission of this, and the strategy or the parameters will get saved. There are two things that get generated for each of the strategies that you want that you are going to define. So one is a webhook URL. This needs to be used both in TradingView and also in Amibroker and also in charting kind of platform. Almost every whichever platform would support webhook URL, we generate that on your behalf. You can have a look at what has been generated. Normally it is hidden. You copy that and then use that in your charting platform. How do we do that for TradingView? We'll shortly have a look at it. And also for TradingView, you might have used TradingView for setting alerts. There are, in the TradingView alert creation box, there are some codes that needs to be defined. For that purpose, we provide the codes also. All you need to do is copy paste from here, copy the code from here and paste it in the alert that you create. Now, for strategies that you want to run in TradingView, this is the code. If you are going to run with an indicator or you want to automate or take place or orders to be placed based on indicators, you will need to select a couple of different codes that are also provided here. For indicator based kind of trading, there are entry and exit alerts that needs to be created. So two alerts need to be created in case if you want to do an automation of an indicator. If it is a strategy that you're running, then there's just one alert per strategy that you run in the TradingView. So these codes are given by us. You need not have to have any knowledge about coding or programming or there's no other complication involved, I would say. So whatever is necessary for automating the trades from the chart is provided by Algomojo. We have tried and made the process pretty simple for so that anybody can and everybody can use the platform and automate the trades. All you need to have is a good strategy which would generate the signals that you want us to want it to be placed as an order in your broker platform. We are there to assist you, and the process would be very simple. Yeah, you can. There are some queries. Can I make strategy for positional trade with my favorite 20 stocks? You can do that. For MIS, if stop loss and target price is set, will it run in a loop after execution also? In the sense, suppose an entry has been taken and a target is set, the position will get closed. And if your strategy will fire one more order, new position will be taken. Target and stop loss, if you are not changing it, whatever you have set or defined at the beginning of the creation of the strategy in Algomojo, that will remain. Suppose you have kept it as 100 points and 50 points as target and stop loss. You need not have to change that. So whenever new signals are coming from your charting tool, those orders will be executed. And in case target or stop loss is getting hit, the positions will get closed as per that. What is the entry criteria for the for this current demo? See, you will need to necessarily have a strategy in any of the platform which you want to automate. Like you should have a strategy in TradingView, which you want, which is giving you buy and sell signals. So, or an indicator which you want to use in TradingView to trigger orders. And of course, TradingView, you'll need to have a subscription because without subscription, TradingView will not allow you to use the webhook URL facility. So you need to have the subscription. So two things: one is a strategy and the subscription in TradingView. Similarly in charting and similarly in Amibroker. In all these places, you should necessarily have a strategy that generates buy sell signal, which you would like to place orders as. We are not providing any strategy as such. That strategy has to be got by you. And if you have any strategy that you want to automate, we can assist you in automating that. It can be any kind of strategy. Yes. You mean to say, can you repeat strategy part once again? Strategy part, what we defined here? Yes, that's. So once we have created this, we have submitted. Sorry. Uh, yes. Let me try and show this again. So this is what we created now. It's a Nifty demo 14 demo. 14 September is what is the name I given. Now you want to create one more strategy, for example, to trade in options. So what we do is we go to new strategy and create one more strategy called Nifty. I'll say this as Nifty options. And this rule, I'll select similar, stop and reversal. And the segment, I'll select it as dynamic symbol. And for options trading, currently you have the flexibility to trade in options of Nifty, Bank Nifty, and Fin Nifty. Stock options are currently not available. Maybe it will be available after we launch the limit order facility, because brokers don't support market order for stock options. It has to be a limit order. So limit order is currently under development. Once it is launched, we will have the facility to trade in stock options also. So you select the instrument and you can choose what is the expiry that you want to trade, whether it is week 3 or week current month expiry. So this will keep updating based on where we are. We are currently into week 3. So if you select week 3, next week Nifty expiry is on 19th, you'll be able to see that here. Or you can also say that I want to trade always in current expiry, or always in next expiry, or always current monthly expiry. So you have the flexibility to choose whichever expiry that you want to trade. So for demo purpose, let me keep it as monthly expiry. Then in terms of strike, you have ATM, OTM, ITM. You can select up to 20 strikes as per your requirement, both in OTM and ITM. So let me keep it as ATM as of now. And how many lots you want to trade. Suppose if it is say 200, then you can say I want to trade 5,000 quantity. So multiple orders will be placed for based on the freeze for that particular symbol. Nifty freeze quantity is 1800. And rollover if you want to choose, target and stop loss if you want to set. All this can be defined in the platform. So once these basic requirements of trade are set, you will need to submit this. So if there's any parameter missing, it will ask you to update. Otherwise, it will save the details for you and generate the webhook URL and the strategy codes that needs to be used. Hope that is clear. There's a query that can I put a condition? See, condition based trading is that you'll need to do it necessarily from your charting platform. There is no condition based a definition that can be done on Algomojo. Suppose if you have a condition like my EMA crossover on a 5-minute time frame has to happen, only then a long or a short trade can be taken. Those kind of conditions can't be created in our website. We are just a bridge provider. The conditions will need to be defined for the strategy in the charting platform itself. Yeah, tweezer bottom as a buy. All these need to be defined in your charting tool. A definition again, can you put a stop loss as a tweezer bottom? Yeah, all this can be done on TradingView if you already have a code, or stop loss kind of thing can be defined on TradingView also. See, can I trade gap up and gap down is another query. You can, when the gap up is there, your charting tool has to send the signal to us, gap down or gap down. So if you want a long trade to be taken when there's a gap up by certain points, your charting tool should send a buy order or a sell order, which will be executed by us. See, can we integrate both entry and exit from charting in one single strategy if possible? Yeah, it can be done. See, for entry, the way you use of course, you'll need to have two strategies defined or two alerts defined in charting, one for entry and the other one for exit. The process is the same. Today's demo will not be covering that. However, I'll share the process of setting up how to do the entry and exit from charting. We will have a look at that. Yes. Hope we are. If there are any queries, let me know. So once you have the order parameters defined, so we have created two strategies that we want to trade in Algomojo. One is for Nifty futures, the other one is for Nifty options. Now, in case if you would like, after you save the strategies that are defined, it will be in inactive state. You will need to necessarily enable paper trade or live trade for the trades to get executed. We always suggest that start with the paper trade, look at how the orders are getting executed, how the process is getting done in our platform. If it is meeting your requirement, try it for a couple of days or couple of trades, and once you're satisfied that it is meeting your requirement of automation, only then shift over to live trade. It should not so happen that you were expecting something to be triggered, but what actually got triggered was something different. Then you might need to do a bit of tweaking somewhere in the order definition. So those kind of things, once you reset it and ensure that it is getting executed as per your requirement, then you can go in for live trade. Now let's look at say Nifty futures first. Say I enable the paper trade. Now, just to see whether it is getting executed or not, or if you would like to place an order manually because you have certain study and you like to take an entry immediately instead of waiting for TradingView or any other charting platform to fire the trade, you can do that also from here. So if you go to generate signal, you have an option to buy or sell or short or recover or even a square off if there's a position already open. So when you say buy, it says that okay, signal got generated. Any signal that is generated, you'll be able to see it under a section called my signals. So you come here and you can look at strategy wise what are the orders or details which have been executed on the platform. So for today's demo, this is what we had created. As you can see here, we have generated a manual buy signal and the same has got executed as a paper trade. So what is the order that is placed? You can look at it here. We had defined 2,500 as a quantity. It has split it to two orders, one of 1,800 and one of 700, and the portions can be seen here. Yes. So the quantity is so much. This is the average price. If the market was on, then the LTP would be fluctuating. Based on that, the M2M and the P&L will be calculated, and live details of your P&L and M2M can be seen from here itself. So this platform would act as a single platform for you to do both manual trades and as well as automated trades as such. This is how what you created can be checked whether it is going correctly in terms of the trading symbol or the quantity, any of these things. Now, if you would like to square off this, you can do it either from here itself. You go to this place and then do a square off, or you can go to my strategies and do a sell also from here. I do a sell. So it is the rule that based on the rule that I have selected, it will create a sell order and then reverse my position also. So it had bought the futures. Now it is reversing that futures position. So we will net have now minus 2,500 quantity or the short position taken for the futures. So it is this stop and reversal rule will always close the existing position and take the reverse trade. If it is long, then it will close the long position. And when the short is taken, it will take the short position also. So this is how it works. Now, if you go back to the strategy and say, switch off the paper trade, it'll ask you, do you want me to close all the existing portion? If you say yes, the portions that are running will be closed. If it is live trade also, it will generate a square off signal and it will get closed. Now, let me close the portion so that we can start with a clean slate. So the portions have become zero. If you can look at, yeah, it has become inactive and the quantity has become zero. Any queries so far on this? See, charting is typically for your trading in equities. I'm not very sure if they support MCX. Whatever symbols are generated from charting, we will be able to execute that. I think some people are using equity signals to trade in futures. That's possible. Yes. can we do backtesting in Algomojo? No, we are not a platform for backtesting of your strategies. This backtesting needs to be done in your charting tool itself, either TradingView or Amibroker, any of these places. We don't have facility for backtesting your strategies as such. As I was mentioning, we are a bridge provider. We act as a bridge between your broker account and your charting tool. The charting tool would generate a signal to buy or sell. We take that and execute that order in your broking account. That is what we do. So whether you want to trade in futures or options or weekly symbols, weekly expiries, those kind of things can be defined in our platform. We have provided those kind of flexibilities. However, you will not be able to create a strategy like a super trend or a EMA crossover kind of thing, or a range breakout kind of thing in our platform as such. That necessarily has to be done in a separate charting tool as such. So once you have the strategy defined, what is the next step? Like as I was mentioning that, mm, sorry, yeah. You today we'll look at how do we do a integration with super trend kind of strategy on an indicator like an RSI based indicator, or it can be a price based indicator, a price based action also. Let's look at how do we do this. Profit booking based on M2M or P&L is not available as of now. And the M2M or the profit that you see is exclusive of brokerage, and whatever is the executed price, it is as per that. Yeah, let's look at how do we do a trading view integration. So one is we have defined our requirement for trading in futures in Algomojo. We had said that we want to, as you can see here, we have said that we want to trade in Nifty futures and we want to trade 100 lots, and this futures is current month contract and it's an NRML kind of order. Once these are defined in the platform, we go to trading view and let's see how do we integrate or automate the process. What is the automation process? Sorry. So, have this trading view. Just one second, let me try and share this. Yeah, hope the trading view is visible for you. Now, as I was mentioning, you will need to necessarily have the trading view subscription and a strategy that you want to automate in trading view. So first thing that we need to look at is what is the symbol that we want to trade. Today, the markets are closed. For generating live signal, let's try and use Bitcoin. Those markets are active today. Market is running. So this is a super trend strategy. As you can see here, super trend, most of you would be aware, it is always in trade, either long or short. So it keeps giving multiple signals based on the price movement as such. Now, whenever the sell or a buy is generated, the other signal needs to be automated. How do we do that? It's a simple process, as I mentioned. Is first to select the instrument that you want to trade. For now, we have selected Bitcoin. Then the time frame that you want to trade in. So the requirement of TradingView is that you should have whatever alert that you create will be linked to both these factors. One is your trading symbol and the time frame. Now, suppose you change the time frame to say from 1 minute to 5 minutes, you will need to create another alert on a 5-minute time frame. If there is, or if you want to change over to 15-minute, you will need to change that to 15-minute and create one more alert. So these two parameters are important. So once you define what is that you want to trade and what is the time frame your strategy is supposed to run, we come to the strategy part here. As you can see, there are 3 dots here. We click on that and say add alert on super trend. This is the pop-up which is provided by TradingView. As you can see, you would have most of you would have seen these details. So this is the alert creation window. For strategies and indicators, there will be a variation. So as you can see here, for strategy, there is nothing much to be updated except the message box content has to be added. The name has to be added. Let me give this name as Nifty sorry, Futures. It can be anything that is relevant. So what is the message that needs to be added here is provided by Algomojo. So all you need to do is go here, view the strategy so that it will show the parameters that you've set. Come down here and copy this content which we are given here. Go back to copy that from Algomojo and paste it here. This is what is one moment. I'm not sure if you're able to see that. Let me share that again. Yes. Okay. This is the strategy section that we created for trading in Nifty. So come here and say view. Go down and copy this content which is provided here. Copy this. If you click on that, it will get copied. Then you go to trading view and paste the content here. So it is one copy paste. Second thing that you need to do as a copy paste is under the notification section, there's something called a webhook URL. So this also we will need to copy from Algomojo and paste it here. Sorry. Let me copy that again. Yeah, as you can see here, the webhook URL has been pasted. So it's a simple two-step process. One is the webhook URL to be copied and pasted from Algomojo on TradingView alert creation window, and the message that has been provided for buy sell action, the strategy action that has to be pasted here and say create. So for your automation, these are the only steps that are required. So you copy paste the webhook URL and you copy paste the message content. That is it. And an alert gets created. So whenever we have a signal for a buy or a sell, it will get automatically processed. The TradingView would send it to Algomojo, and Algomojo will execute that signal in your broking account. Now, as we can see here, there's a sell signal already running, and you like to take this order manually and allow the system to take it forward after that. You can do that. So since there's a short already running, I go back to, let me share the screen. So this is what I created. I'll make this, I'll enable the paper trade and generate a sell signal so that the short signal is taken by the system. As you can see, the order has been placed. Signal is generated at 10:52:21. The order has been placed for two orders have been placed because the quantity needs to be traded is 2,500 and the portion is running is minus 2,500. So whenever you get this order you've taken manually, and any future orders that come from TradingView will be traded as per the signal. So if we get a buy signal now, the portion which has been created in Algomojo of long will be closed, and a short portion which is running will be closed, and a long portion will be taken. So that is all is the automation process for a strategy that you want to, or that you are running in TradingView. Simple copy paste of webhook URL and the message content box. So a couple of points, let me reiterate again. You need to have a strategy running in trading view, you will need to have decide on what is the symbol that you want to trade. Suppose this Nifty or Bank Nifty or Reliance or Yes Bank, anything, any symbol that you want to automate. So select that accordingly. Select the time frame, whether it is 1 minute, 5 minutes, or 15 minutes daily, anything. And after these two are set, you go to the strategy, get your cursor onto the strategy name and say add alert. It'll open this window, update these two areas. One is the message box, the other one is the notification. That is all is required to automate. Any queries so far on this? Please let me know. Fine. As of now, there are no queries. So, so while we wait for new orders to be new signal to be generated, it's currently running in a short kind of signal. So we'll wait for the buy to be generated and see how the automation works. Okay. So this is the alert that we created for trading in futures of Nifty. So while we're doing that, let us look at what is the process that needs to be followed in case if you want to trade from an indicator. So if you have any indicator in TradingView, you can select it for now. Let me know in case you want to see something specific. Otherwise, I'll use the RSI, which is a popular tool for a lot of traders or look at these kind of indicators. Let's see how do we do an indication automation based on the um, indicator. RSI is what I've selected. Now the process is similar. Let us see how do we link this to the Bank Nifty option that we created here. We created one strategy for Bank Nifty. Yeah. So this is what we created. Nifty options is what we created. Let us see how do we do the automation based on RSI for trading in options. Now in trading, the RSI is currently around say 5.26 kind of levels. So we would like to, it is like in a oversold kind of situation. It's an oscillator. So if you want to take a trade when the RSI crosses from below to about 20 kind of thing, I would like to take a CE. The process for that is similar to what we did for strategies. We go to RSI and use those three dots and say add alert on RSI. This window is slightly different compared to what we had on the strategy. In strategy, we had just the message box. Here, however, there are a couple of more things that you need to define. One is whether it is crossing up or crossing down. Now, since we want to take an entry when the RSI crosses is going to cross up, so I will use that and also say that the value should be something like say 30. And I would like to trade it once the bar closes above the 30 level, RSI level. Okay. No, otherwise you have options like only once per bar, once per minute kind of thing. These are standard settings of TradingView. We have no control on this. This is what is provided by TradingView. So we'll select once per bar close and give it a name. Say that Nifty options entry. As I mentioned earlier, for creating automating any indicator, you will need to define two alerts. Whereas for strategy, it is just one. Here for indicators or price-based entry and exit, you have to define when the entry has to happen. Also define when the exit has to happen. So we will say that if the price is going to cross from below above 30, take an entry. So we will give this as entry. And in the message box, what is the data that needs to be updated or the code that needs to be put will need to be taken from Algomojo again. We go back to Algomojo, enable the, before that, go to edit, then come down here, you'll be able to see indicator with so when you click on the indicator, there are four parameters that are provided or four types of messages. One is for buy, sell, short, and cover. We will use buy as the content that needs to be updated in TradingView. Go to TradingView and update that content here. We say that take an entry. If the RSI closes above 30, and the entry should needs to be a buy entry. So CE should be triggered. So this is one area that we need to update. The second thing that we need to update is the webhook URL. So we'll need to again take the webhook URL from Algomojo for this strategy, come back to TradingView and update that here. So once you have done this, say create. So whatever alerts that you create will be highlighted on the right side of the TradingView chart. So as you can see, we have said that take an entry, whatever level that you define will be shown here. So that you can keep shifting it also. We had mentioned it as 30. I moved it to 47 now. If you go to option entry and edit, so you can see that the value has got changed. So let me make this 35. So as you can see, whatever levels that you set is indicated with a dotted line with an arrow pointing to the right? So the RSI has moved to 43 now. We are waiting for that candle to close. Once the candle closes, the entry will be triggered. Let me just check if I have enabled the paper trade or live trade here. I'll need to enable it, otherwise the signal, if it's generated, will get ignored. So I've enabled paper trade. You'll be able to see a signal for buy that will get executed once the candle gets closes, which has about another 10 seconds to do that. Just one moment, I'm waiting for this candle to close. As you can see here, the candle has closed above that. We go to the alerts, we'll be able to see that there is a buy that has been generated. Now, how do we check whether the order is placed? Go to Algomojo, look at my signals. Then I look at choose the strategy that I had created. Here I had said Nifty options. As you can see here at 11 o'clock, which is now, a buy has been triggered, and this has come from this IP. You will be able to make out from which IP it is coming in. I mean, of course, not the name as TradingView, but the you will say a different IP. If it is a local machine, it will be something different. Okay, so the details of the orders are here. We had asked for, I think, 5,000 quantity to be placed. 3 orders are punched in, and this is the option CE which has been placed. You can see the position here. 5,000 quantity of 25,350 option has been taken. This is a monthly contract. Average price is 238.6. And in a live market, the price is whatever the current price that will be executed at. It is as simple as that. So now, after you create an entry, you will need an exit also. Now, how do we define an exit? Suppose my RSI goes above 80 and it starts coming down. So I will need the CE which I have taken. I want that to be closed. So we'll create one more alert, which will sell the existing CE position and take the PE for us. So I come here and say that, okay, add alert on to this. And I will say the value has to be crossing down for a level of, say, I would say 70, or let me make it 65. Once per bar close, then I'd say Nifty, give a name to this. I'll say Nifty option exit. And the content to be attached here, sorry, is from Algomojo, which is, we give you the content also. You need not have to worry as to what needs to be pasted in the message box. Go to the strategy and copy the content which is provided for exit from here. We copy this and update that in the message box of TradingView. And since it is the same strategy, the webhook URL need not be changed. Otherwise, we'll need to update the webhook URL also. TradingView carries forward the previous alert webhook URL that you had created. So it is the same. So I say create this. So you will have 2 alerts that are created, one for entry and one for exit. So the exit, as you can see here, there's one more line, dotted line with an arrow pointing to the right. That is the exit level. So if RSI goes above this level and starts coming down, because we have said that crossing down is when the entry has to be taken. You can look at that again here, crossing down. Or if you say just crossing, if it crosses from below also, it will trigger. So we need to be very specific as to what should be the level. Then I have chosen crossing down and save. So when the RSI goes above and starts coming down, it will take entry. That is always it can be any indicator. So for indicators, you'll always need to use two alerts, one for entry and one for exit. So the content in both the places will need to be is provided by Algomojo. Just do a copy paste and in the message box, and the webhook URL, copy it from the strategy that you created on Algomojo and paste it here. That is all is the process for automating any strategy. Any queries? Let me know. I'll be able to answer them. See, I think TradingView, the basic plan allows you to create up to 20 alerts. Yes. And do we have to change webhook URL for different symbols? Yes. For each symbol, you will need to create a separate strategy in Algomojo as well. Oh, sorry. So this is what we have created for trading in Nifty futures. This is what is created for trading in options. Suppose you want to trade in Bank Nifty futures, you can need to do this. Suppose you want to trade in a symbol like HDFC Bank, you will need to create one more for HDFC Bank strategy and link that. So for each web strategy that you create, the webhook URL will be different. You have to use that specific webhook URL of the strategy that you have created for creating an alert in TradingView. Suppose you created for trading a strategy for trading in say Reliance futures. So create one strategy for Reliance futures, use that webhook URL, and come back and create a open Reliance as the trading symbol. Select the time frame in which you want to trade Reliance, and add the alert, either strategy or RSI. So suppose you already have a Pine script, so that the chart that we are looking at now, the super trend strategy or the RSI, these are all created using the Pine script, which are generating these signals by cell and triggering the alerts whenever those levels are met, whatever you defined in Pine script, which we use to place the orders. Yes. Is there a limit on number of strategies created or number of symbols? On Algomojo platform, there is no limitation. You can create as many strategies that you want to trade, and similarly, there's no limitation on the number of symbols that you want to add to the watch list. It can be any number. We have seen people who use 2,000, 3,000 scripts in the watch list also. Yeah, how to generate buy and sell signal. So we saw two methods. If you have a strategy like a super trend, that will give you buy sell, or if you are using RSI, then this is how we do. We say that okay, buy when the RSI comes from below to above 30 level or 40 level or 20 level, you buy, and exit if it crosses above and starts coming down, exit the long trade and take the short trade. That is how we create the exit strategy also. So whenever these levels are crossed, the necessary signals of buy and sell will be triggered by this starting to, which we take and place orders in your account. Yeah. Now, another interesting point is, I think somebody asked also. MT4 we are not currently covering. MT4, if you have a strategy, we have done integration with MT4. You can automate that out. How to generate buy and sell signals? So one method was to use either strategy or say an indicator. Another method a lot of people use is to use the price action. The process is similar to what you use in a this thing for setting an alert using an indicator. The process is very similar. Now let us see what it means. Suppose you have, say, for example, let me try and do this. Suppose you feel that this is the resistance level when the price comes here. Let me draw a line there. Horizontal line. If the price comes to this level, it has been getting rejected, and you like to sell the long portion and take the short position, or just sell the long portion and wait for a new long position, you can do that also. Now, how do we do that? We'll see that. And so, or suppose that you feel that, okay, this is a support level, the price would come here and then bounce back. You would like to take an entry when the price comes down to the support level. For example, here, if the price comes to say this level, you would like to take an entry. You would like a buy to be triggered. We can define that also. So how do we do that? Let's look at, let me change this to red color. So if the price comes to resistance, you would like to close the long position. If it comes to support, you want to take a long position. Here you would like to close the long position if it comes to resistance level, and maybe take a short entry also. That can also be done. So this is how you can define or generate buy sell signals from TradingView, either using any of the indicators or strategies which are available, or even based on the price base. Now, suppose I want to take an entry if the price comes down to this level. The process is similar, whichever level that you want to define. So go there and say, let me take this level, and right click your cursor and say add alert. So here, this is irrespective of the time frame, when you're doing it on the price, we can say that, okay, if the value crosses, goes down below that level and starts coming up. Just one moment. So, say if the price is going down, say 59,400, 450 levels or 500 level, and once it goes below 59,500 and starts coming up, crossing up that level, not crossing down, because the price is currently around 60,000. Once it goes down a particular level and starts coming up, you would like to take an entry. Or you can say also say that if it just crosses also from up or down based on your study, you would like to take an entry. You can choose the relevant parameter given by TradingView. I will say crossing up. Then it'll ask for a name, say price entry, price based entry. And in the message box, you will need to give the content that we provide in Algomojo. Like the content would be similar. For example, let me take this. What we use for indicators, the same thing. For entry, it is buy. For exit, it is sell. So I copy this, go back here and paste it. And update the webhook URL for whatever parameters that you want to trade. Use that webhook URL, paste it here, and say create. Now, once we say create, as you can see here, this dotted line, let me try and shift it here. So here, so it is saying that price-based entry, if the price comes below this level that I have defined, and it starts moving up, crossing up, then I want a buy to be triggered. TradingView will send a buy signal, and we will execute that order. So this is another method of creating a price-based entry. Now, suppose the price goes up to say resistance level. I want to take an exit of the long that I take. All you have to do is define an exit also. Come here, and another method of doing that is come to the alert that you created, right click on that and say clone. So it will create a copy of whatever you have done so far. And here I'll say that, okay, it is crossing up from below. I want a sell to be done. Instead of buy, I'll define it as sell. And I want it to be sold when it comes to 60,800 levels. So I save these changes. This is sell entry. sell signal, the other one was buy signal. So here I will say it as price based exit. So I save this. So as you can see, 60,800. So if an entry had been taken at this level and the price reaches this level of 60,800, it will exit. Of course, the advantage of doing this is that it is a one-time setup that you need to, or one-time alert that you have to create for entry and exit. After that, you can keep shifting the levels to whatever level you want. Suppose you want to take an entry, say at this level. So just shift it there. The levels also get redefined. Yeah, as you can see here, it has moved to 60,000 of almost 50 levels. Or you want it to be brought down. You want to take an entry at instead of that support level, you would like to say, take an entry at this support level, say, which is around 59,670 levels. You redefine that. And exit similarly, you want to shift it down or up. You can keep moving it up and down. So it is pretty flexible. You have those advantage when you're doing it on a price-based triggers of entry and exit. This is how you can trigger in case if you don't have any strategies and you like to do it based only on, say, price action, then you define an entry and define an exit. So here what would happen is it'll when the price goes down below this level and comes up, it will trigger a CE or a future long. And when it comes here, it will close the CE or future that you have taken as long and take the reverse position because we have used stopped and reverse as the rule as such. So important thing is to notice the method of creating alert. Whether if depending on what you're using in trading, if it is a strategy, it's a slightly different method. If it is an indicator or a price-based stuff, it is a slightly different method. But it is not at all complex. All you have to do is for strategy, it is one alert that you need to create. For indicator or price-based level entry of exit and entry, then you have to create an entry alert and an exit alert. That's it. Any queries that you would like me to answer, let me know. See, yes, you can have two buy alerts for a single strategy. It depends on uh, how many signals that your strategy is creating. Now, if your strategy for say, for example, super trend is always either long or short. If your strategy is giving multiple shots, so all those short orders will be triggered and will be executed by Algomojo. See, as you were mentioning, we are just a bridge provider. Your average yearly profitability of the strategies that you execute is not dependent on us. It is dependent on the strategy that you are going to use in any of your charting platform. For example, you would like to know what is the P&L of the super trend strategy. You will need to check for the performance of the strategy in TradingView. How do you do that? You can do that here. As you can see here, this will give you a view of the code. You have something called a strategy tester. Then this will give you how many trades have been taken, what is the profitability, what is the drawdown. These kind of things are provided here. Now, if you change the time frame, say from 1 minute to say 5 minutes to 1 minute, these parameters also change. As you can see here, these are the parameters that are getting changed. Now, this is how now this is linked. The profitability is dependent completely on the strategy that you are running. We are only going to execute whatever your strategy is sending. So whether it is loss making or profit making is dependent on what you run in TradingView or Amibroker or charting. We are only executing the order, so we will not be able to commit in terms of profitability. That you need to check on your own for the strategy that you've chosen to execute. See, for example, Pine Script for trading any strategy that you have, a lot of free most or there are a lot of strategies available under in TradingView. If you go load any of them and then say click on this flower bracket kind of thing, it will show you the pine code, the entire coding that has been done to generate these buy sell signals. You can view it. Of course, there are a lot of proprietary kind of strategies which will show you these buy sell, but you will not have access to the source code, because a lot of strategies are sold by the creators, so they do not want to expose or give away their uh, code easily to people to use. So you will get visibility only for signals like buy or sell. But what is the underlying logic of these buy or sell, which can be made out of the Pine script, will not be exposed by the creators. So somebody has created this super trend. It's a very popular thing and a very simple thing. So that is why it is available. There are strategies which are pretty complex, and a lot of time and effort would have gone to create those strategies. And the vendor or the person who has developed it would like to capitalize on that and earn money. He would not expose his Pine script. But uh, once you are, if you contact them, they might be able to share, or they might give you access to use that for trading purposes. See, again, to reiterate, we are a platform provider for execution of orders. We don't make recommendations as to what is the strategy that you should be using, which could generate returns, kind of stuff. That is, we are not in that space. We would not recommend strategies. We don't have any of the proprietary strategies. Of course, we have made available some strategies which are pretty popular in the market, like super trend. You can run it from our platform itself. And similarly, there's something called half trend and alpha trend. These strategies are available in our website itself. Sure. If there are any queries, do let me know. So there are traders who also use something called trend line breakouts kind of thing. So let us look at some examples based on that. Let me remove. Yes. Okay. Now, you might have used trend lines, and for example, you would like to say, draw a trend line and say that, okay, if the price goes, it gives me a breakout, I would like to take an entry. So you draw a trend line, and whenever the price is crossing above or breaking out of this trend line that you have drawn, it will give an entry. And similarly, for example, if you want, say, you draw a trend line, something like from here to here, like this. And when the price breaks down this trend line, you would like to take a short entry. That can also be done. The process is similar to the price base or even an indicator base. All you have to do is draw the trend line, go select the trend line, and right click there and add alert on trend line. So as you can see here, the trading view pop-up is same as what you do for indicators. So you copy paste the content here either to buy or a sell. Uh, for crossing out, breaking out, you use buy. If it is breakdown, then you use sell, and say that trend line entry, okay, trend line entry. Save that and use the webhook URL and say create. So whenever there's a breakdown, it will take a short entry for you. Similarly, breakout, you create one more, say that, okay, crossing up, I will say, and I'll change this to buy and say same. It will create one more. Uh, sorry, this was, so crossing up price, this as entry, or I'll say entry long and save this. So when the price crosses above this, I'll get a long entry. If the price crosses below this, it can take a short entry, or it will book out a long trade that you have taken. This is how price based or trend line based alert creation can be done, and you can automate those entry and exits as such. So it's a simple process. All you have to do is if you are doing a price based alert or an indicator based alert, choose the indicator Right click on that and say create an alert. For example, here, add alert at this level. Suppose if you want to add it at 61,000, say 200 levels. So as you can see here, there's a dotted line indicating 61,200. So when the price goes above this, you want an entry or an exit kind of thing, that can be defined. So TradingView gives a lot of flexibility for you to define or entry and exit based on strategies or indicators. So you can take an entry based on an indicator, take an exit based on the price level or a strategy. You can do various combinations and then trade as per your requirement as such. And it's a simple to use tool which is available, TradingView. All you need is a good strategy, or if you're a price-based trader, you need to define your entry and exits, and those orders can be placed. Of course, you need to have a subscription for TradingView. Yeah, for you can create a pine script with a bunch of favorite stocks. So what you need to do is for each stock, you will need to create a separate alert. Now, what we did was for say uh, Bitcoin, for example. Is my voice audible? Are you able to hear me? Somebody said it's not. I'm not. You're not able to hear me. Is there any issue? Are you able to hear me? Okay, thanks. Uh, thanks. So what we used now was to use the Bitcoin as a symbol. Suppose you have 20 stocks, say HDFC Bank to ABB, whatever stock you want to do. So you need to select it and say, for example, if it is ABB, select that and select the time frame. Say if it is going to be 15 minutes, and select the strategy, or if you want load the strategy, whatever strategy that you want to automate. So create another alert. Now go to this. Um, Hover on the strategy name, it will give you this option to add alert. So here it will create an alert on ABB on 15-minute time. So if you have 20 stocks or 30 stocks, only thing for each of these, you have to create an alert separately. So based on the stock and the time frame, you will need to create an alert. It can be any number. Of course, there's a limitation based on the subscription that you take. The basic subscription TradingView allows up to 20 alerts to be created. So if you have multiple stocks which are more than or stocks which are more than 20 in quantity, then you have to go in for next level. I think next level allows up to 100 or 200, and the other one beyond the 400 kind of thing. So, but from Algomojo side, you have no limitations. Are there any other queries on TradingView as such? Are there any Amibroker users? If you'd like to have a look at Amibroker, we can try and see that also. Going back to our presentation, yeah. Amibroker, of course, a slightly complex tool to use. One needs to have a good amount of experience of usage of Amibroker. There are a lot of advantages, pros and cons of Amibroker. You need to have a data feed, you need to have a subscription, or even a free version will work. However, your laptop should be always on, your internet should be always connected, or you need to host it in a cloud environment for the Amibroker to be running always. However, TradingView is already on cloud. So once you do the alert setup, you need not have to worry about whether your computer is running or not. Whenever the signals are generated, it will get executed automatically. So in case if you'd like to see Amibroker, let me know. I can show that also. Otherwise, we have launched something called Strategy Store, which has three popular strategies available. One is Super Trend, the other one is Alpha Trend, and Half Trend. You can trade using you can trade any of these strategies for Nifty and Bank Nifty, and the time frame is normally 1 minute, 5 minutes, and 15 minutes. It's a personal trade that you can do. and it is for ATM as such. I'll show you how do we way to access that. You can try it out. Of course, you can suggest that you always try the paper trade. Once you're convinced that this is meeting the requirement, then you can shift to live trades. Uh, a brief about Algomojo support. Uh, we are available from 9 to 5 on all trading days, Monday to Friday, and on Saturdays we work from 10 to 5. You can contact us on WhatsApp, and you can or you can call us. You can email or raise a ticket in our platform. These are various methods of contacting us for any support that you would require. Yeah, this is our website. In case you have any queries, kindly let me know. I can address them. Otherwise, my name is Lokesh. This is my email ID. You can, if you have any specific requirements, you would like to know something more, you can send a mail to me. I will return. I'll get back to you. And of course, we have a blog and our website is available for you to access more information. As I was mentioning, these are popular strategies which are available. We have hosted it on our system. We don't make any claim in terms of what is the profit or loss on these. You will need to check it out in TradingView or any other backtesting platform to know the profitability of these strategies. You can access them here. Let me show you. Yeah, if you go to the left side, there's something called a strategy store. If you select that, you will have super trend, alpha trend, and half trend. And yeah, kindly select what is that you want to trade, whether it's Nifty or Bank Nifty. After that, select what is the time frame you are comfortable with. I recommended that you do an extensive back test using any of the platforms to see what is the time frame suitable, and accordingly select that. So if it is say 1 minute, select that and say add to my strategies. There's a disclaimer. Once you accept that, it will get added and it will be shown under my strategies here. For example, here super trend Nifty 1 minute time frame. This will be added to your strategy list under the my strategies group. Every day morning you have to log into our website. Kindly log in around 9 o'clock, not too early. Say if you do it at 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock, the most of the brokers would be doing the backend activities. So the token that they provide for to us will not be updated. So even if the trades come, you are logged in at say too early, it will not get executed. So kindly log in only around the market open time, around 9 o'clock, after 8:45, 9 o'clock kind of thing. You should not log out. You can close the browser, just log in using a browser. Say if your broker is Angel, just log into an.algomojo.com or go to Algomojo and select the broker and just log in and leave it at that. You can close the broker, you can browser, or you can log in using your mobile phone also. After you log in using the browser, either from a laptop or a mobile phone, go to the My Strategy section. All of them will be under default in active state. Please enable them every day. As of now, you have to do it every day, either for paper trade or live trade. So once you do these two activities every day in the morning, one is logging in and second is enabling these strategies. Any signals generated by your charting tool will be automatically executed for you. Yeah, this is the see what when we say API integration, what is required is that two parts. One is we have to tie up the APIs with your broker, and we have done that with so many brokers. Let me just show you in the presentation. See. So these are the brokers with whom we have already done the API integration. So if you have a broker account from any of these brokers, and you are generating a buy or sell signal using TradingView, Amibroker, charting kind of platforms, it will be executed for you. That is what we mean by API integration. So brokers talk to your charting tool using Algomojo through API for uh, taking the signals and executing the orders here. Yes, the login process is the same. You have to give your client ID and enter the password and the TOTP every day as such. See, Zerodha, if you want to use Zerodha as a platform, they charge their API at 2000 rupees per month extra. No other broker charges have got any API charges except for Zerodha. It is 2000 rupees. Yes, you will need to have APIs from Zerodha also. If it is any other broker, no, it is not required except Zerodha. You have to pay and take APIs from Zerodha and then provide those details to us. That's it. Sir, you will need to check that in terms of what is the monthly P&L, all three strategies, those kind of stuff. Say, the best way to do that is go to trading view. Say if you're using Nifty as the index and you select say 15 minute, then go to so load a super trend. For that, what you have to do is go to indicators and type super trend and buy sell. Sorry, my this thing allows only a limited number of strategies that can be loaded, so I'm not able to show that. So you use this. Let me show it for the thing which is already loaded. 1 second. So if you go to your trading view, let me just hide this. If you click on this, you will be able to see the strategy tester. For example, Nifty on a 15-minute time frame for whatever period that we have selected, there were 350 15 trades. I think this is an average for 2 months, 2 years kind of stuff. Net profit for is about 880 rupees. What is the percentage profitable? What is the profit factor? What has been the drawdown? What is the average rate? All these details can be seen from here. What are the trades taken? You can see all those trades that were executed. I think this gives you list from. You can scroll down here. This is the backtesting report, which is given by Trading. So I think this is from January of last year, all the trades. Do a study on this, look at the performance, and this gives an overview. Suppose if you select, say, 5 minute on this, it'll show you what has been the profitability for 5 minute time frame. What is it for 1 minute? So um, these kind of details can be had checked on trading. So you can load trading super trend or half trend or alpha trend in trading view and check out the profitability. Accordingly, select the strategy from Algomojo if you want to trade. Yeah, we can change broker account in Algomojo. Yes. Suppose say you have taken a subscription, say for example in Angel, and tomorrow you want to change it to Done, and 20 days are remaining. We can shift that 20 days to Done as such. Not say again, we have on popular request, we look at who are the brokers preferred by the clients. Based on that, we have done the integration. All this 25, 26 brokers, which are pretty popular amongst the users and traders, we have we had got feedbacks, and accordingly, we have done the API integration and made available those brokers on our website as such. See, options on MCX is not available as of now. if your broker support, see, ICICI has stopped their API support. You might have heard SEBI and other regulators are working on a lot of changes when it comes to trading. So one of the due to some of the methods of providing service has got changed. SEBI had directed the brokers, and most brokers who are providing free of cost kind of brokerage have stopped that, and they are forced to charge the customers. So those kind of changes are coming. So even earlier also we had a provision where if you had opened an account using Algomojo as a platform, we had provided API free of cost without charging anything. So we had to stop those services because of the regulation changes. Yeah, in TradingView, you can look at to say if you have the essential plan, you can look up to past 20 2 years kind of things. Or it is dependent on how many bars of backtesting is allowed for the subscription, and all trades are listed. If you go to the list of trades, it will show you the list of trades. Uh, So you can see that the last trade was on, for example, for this was a sell or a short entry was on 13th of September. That was yesterday. So if you want to see what are the trades that are available from, say, past 10 days or from beginning of September, you can look at all those from trading your list of trades. When was the buy given? When was the buy exit given? When was the short taken? What rate it was taken? All that information can be downloaded from TradingView. Yes. Can we get order book in a Google Sheet? No, you can download it as a CSV file. Let me just show you that. Yeah. If you go to My Signals, say if you look at the signals that are generated, you use this download button. So all the signals generated for the day will be downloaded. Similarly, for orders, you can download all the orders by using this facility of download. And similarly, positions, these reports can be downloaded for your analysis kind of stuff. See, we are not, earlier we used to provide APIs free of cost. Now you need to take a subscription. So if you have a done account, you want to use our system for API integration, automating your trade from TradingView or any other platform, you need to take subscription after the 7 days trial period. Please try it out for 7 days, see if it is meeting your requirement, and then you can take the subscription, either monthly, quarterly, or yearly. Yeah. Uh, we don't support crypto as of now. See, this happened a week or back, the changes in the regulation. So that is the reason why we have stopped providing free API services. Yeah, earlier there was a facility to open an account and run on any of the brokers that we have done the integration so that you could get the APIs free of Algomojo at least. That facility has been stopped because of the regulation changes. Yeah. In terms of rules that are currently available, let me, somebody wants to have a look at it. Let me show that for you. Yeah. Yeah, the various types of rules are long only, short only. Suppose you want to trade only buy signals or long trades, you can choose long only as the option. So what it does is when there's a buy signal generated from your charting tool, we take an entry either in futures or options, whatever you want to trade. And when the short signal comes, we close the long entry and or the position which has been taken and do not take the short trade at all. So that is what is long only. Short only is the reverse. We will execute only the short signals and ignore the buy signals. So if you have taken a short signal and the reverse order is normally a buy, so when the buy comes, we close the stop short position and do not take the long position. Suppose you want to trade both long and short, you can use this rule called long plus short, buy and sell. There's one more variation called long plus short, buy and sell, short and cover. Now, both rules are the same, except that what happens is TradingView normally gives you buy and sell. So use that rule. Amibroker also gives buy, sell, short, and cover. So for Amibroker users, use the fourth rule. And the fifth rule is the stop and reverse, like your super trend, which is always in trade, either long or short. So these are the rules that are defined in our platform. You will find your requirement falling into any of these kind of rules. It should be able to take care of your requirement as well. Kindly let us know in case if it is not meeting any requirements like this. Any other queries? I'll be able to take few more queries. In case if there are no other queries, we can conclude this session. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for providing us an opportunity to talk to you and share with you the details of about our platform. Kindly get in touch with us for any kind of support that you would have, you would require to automate your trades. We'll be happy to assist you. Thanks once again, and have a nice weekend. Yeah, sorry. Let's say query called what is dynamic symbol? Now, dynamic symbol is applicable for trading in options. Now, whenever your signal is generated from the charting tool, we will look at what is the current spot price either in Nifty, Bank Nifty, or Fin Nifty. So which would keep varying. Say today morning, the Bank Nifty was say 51,000, and your signal. So at the open of the market, if there was a signal generated, we would consider 51,000 as the spot price, and accordingly choose the option that you have selected. If you have taken ATM as an option, ATM CE, we would have then place the order for 51,000 CE for you at that point in time. In the afternoon, the spot has become 51,500. So if there's a new trade which is coming in, the ATM would be 51,500. So we execute 51,500 as the strike price for you and take the order. So it will dynamically vary based on the price movement. So when you're trading in options and you want us to select the relevant strike price at that point in time, you will need to we have given this facility for dynamic trading, the dynamic symbol selection. So it will automatically choose the strike price based on the spot price running at that point in time. Yeah, thanks once again. In case if there are no more queries, we can conclude the session. Please do get in touch with us in case you have any queries or you want any other support. We will be happy to assist you. Dummy trading in the sense you can use the paper trading facility. So it will not place any orders in your broker account. You will be able to see all the trades in your paper trading facility. You can get in touch with us. Get in touch with us on this number, which we have shared. My name is Lokesh. You can ask for Lokesh, or you can send me an email. I'll be able to help revert back to you, sir. Yeah, this is my email ID. If there are no more queries, we'll stop the session at this point in time. Have a great weekend, all of you. Thank you.